Um, Hello, my name is Wang Jingting. Today I will share the topic of how can educational leadership and management promote the achievement of SDG 4 quality education. And let's first look at what SDG 4 is. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal for emphasize inclusive, equitable, quality education and lifelong learning. As a core force of school development, educational leadership is not only responsible for administrative management, but also for establishing vision, allocating resources, motivating teachers, and creating a learning culture. Therefore, we can clearly see that educational leadership is the practical path to achieve SDG 4. Goals can be set at the policy level, but only when educational leaders implement them in teaching can SDG 4 be truly realized. And educational leadership is not only related to curriculum arrangement and teaching management, but also has a more far-reaching impact in guiding schools to become spaces that promote the holistic development of students. Through the philosophy and practical actions of leaders, students can grow comprehensively in cognitive, emotional, social, and other aspects, and ultimately achieve the holistic development emphasized in SDG 4. And at the present, educational leadership is changed from administrative orientation to teaching orientation, and the combination of transformational leadership and distributed leadership has become a new trend, while more and more attention is paid to teacher training and professional growth. This change is more conducive to achieve the quality education goals proposed by SDG 4, achieving the sustainability of the education system by supporting teacher development and promoting student growth. And however, we also face challenges in terms of accessibility. Many principles in developing countries like professional training in terms of inclusiveness, teacher training often ignores multicultural and gender factors. In terms of quality, leaders find it difficult to focus on teaching improvement and administrative tasks. All these have hindered our achievement of SDG 4 goal of equitable, inclusive, and quality education. And we can also see that principles in low-income countries and remote areas often lack leadership skills. Leadership training courses are out of touch with SDG 4, and gender and cultural perspectives are still weak in leadership research. These issues weaken the influence of education leaders in promoting quality education. Therefore, we must face these gaps and proactively address them. And therefore, in order to achieve SDG 4, we must fill three major gaps: provide equitable and excellent educational resources, reform the leadership training system to align it with the goals of SDG 4, and promote an inclusive leadership culture, paying attention to gender and multicultural factors. Educational leaders must become drivers of educational reform, not just managers. And the current research problem is that many education leaders lack professional capacity or deviated from the function of supporting student learning. Schools only focus on system operation but lack strategies to truly support teaching. This situation seriously hinders the real realization of SDG 4 and quality education goes at the classroom and the student levels. And why it is important to solve this problem? If we do not solve the problem of educational leadership, the following goals will be affected. It is impossible to increase the number of qualified teachers. Students can't acquire knowledge of sustainable development. It is difficult to narrow the gap in educational opportunities. It is difficult to ensure educational equality and completion rate. And therefore, improving educational leadership is a key link in achieving SDG 4. And global background of this study and from the global perspective, the education leadership system is still lagging behind, and the leadership gap between different countries has exacerbated educational inequality. Weak leadership will also directly affect student development, further indicating that the improvement of educational leadership is not only a local issue but also the key to the global quality education problem. And high quality educational leadership can have a great positive impact. High quality educational leadership can create a safe and inclusive learning environment, improve the quality of student development, optimize curriculum design and resource allocation to ensure the depth and equity of learning. In these ways, educational leadership directly promotes the implementation of SDG 4. And why educational leadership improves education quality? Educational leadership not only promotes the improvement of teaching quality, but also inspires teachers' professional growth and sense of belonging, play a core role in the education system, and becomes a realistic starting point for achieving SDG 4 goals. This further shows that the quality of educational leadership determines the quality of education. And we can also see the positive impact of educational leadership. A good educational leadership ecology will have multi-dimensional impacts. Improve student learning outcomes, improve teacher confidence and teaching quality, enhance social cohesion and fairness. Every positive action of educational leadership will have a chain effect among teachers, students, schools, and society, promoting sustainable development. And to achieve the global quality education, the following four innovative leadership strategies are recommended: distributed leadership, building a collaborative system; data-driven leadership, improving the scientific nature of decision making; professional learning community, enhancing teacher trust and consensus; education leadership team building, achieving professional school management. These methods are effective paths to achieve SDG 4. And these are successful practice around the world. Kenya, a low-resource school implement collective leadership. Finland, happy campus advocate for participation in leadership. Malaysia, school trust project propose a two-way drive between school culture and teacher growth. And these cases show that the transformation of educational leadership is feasible and effective. And in summary, current education leadership faces many problems, such as insufficient capacity and unequal resource allocation. However, by adopting innovative models, we can promote the transformation of the education system and achieve SDG 4, quality, equitable, and lifelong education. And only when education leaders have the right ideas and guide students in learning can they become guides for students' growth, guarantors of educational quality, and participation by practitioners of sustainable development. Only in this way can the educational goals and ideas of SDG 4 be implemented. And that's all. Thank you.